Hello everyone, I'm Cinema Stein and I'm joined by my good friend Spike Greene.
In person this time, yes.
Yes, that's right, you may have noticed that. Now, just to let you guys know, we are doing our first ever non-spoiler review. That's right, we're doing a non-spoiler review on Marvel's The Eternals. Just so you know, this film still, of course, just came out, so we'll try and talk about this film in a non-spoiler way, sorry.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
So anyway, first off is, let's, of course, talk about the plot in general. To me, this film, actually, sorry, the plot of this film is pretty much about the Eternals trying to, they get somehow a secret, like a little vision or whatever, message, or the leader does, that the, immersion or the emerging is happening or something like that, where, here's the story pretty much, they, when a planet is about to be destroyed, the only way for a new celestial to appear is by destroying another planet, but and that's kind of weird to me, because they also make, the planets and give birth to other life, but then for more of them to be born, they have to destroy it. Which still is one part of the film I really didn't get. Next is the characters. First is Makari. No offense to her, some of the Eternals I just feel like we never really got to know that well. Um, all the Eternals like those Sprite, Cersei, um, Gilgamesh, and uh, I forgot the one's name who shoots little blasters out of his fingers. I forgot his
I
name.
couldn't keep up with all of them anyway.
Yeah, but still, or at least the actor who played him, that Indian guy's name again. I'm trying to say his name.
Kumail Nanjiani.
Yeah,
I think.
His character, he was pretty entertaining as well. Um, Selma Hayek's character, A Jack or whatever. I don't really felt like we got enough of her. I felt like we could have got a bit more of her. Although Thena, which is Angelina Jolie's character, I thought was done pretty well as well actually. And even Sprite. In fact, she was probably one of my favorites because most of the comedy, by the way, is done with either her or of course, King Gianni or whatever's character.
Kingo, that was his character's name, Kingo.
Yeah, Kingo.
Kingo. Kingo.
And still, most of the funniest scenes were done with those two. And he also brought, since he was a movie star in that film as well, at least many years later, what was funny is that some of the scenes that were done with him, right, it's just, he brings along this assistant of his where he films in and like everything he does. And what's so funny is that when some of the Eternals whatever destroy a camera of his, right, he always brings out another one. He just had a whole multiple versions of them. Now, still, no offense as well, and I'm not trying to say this in a way to all the other critics out there, but I feel like they're a bit wrong because we see this film in a bit of a different way. Now, warning, I don't think as well this is really a film for very young kids because, trust me, they're not going to get a damn thing about it. Second, it would probably just bore them a lot because I'm telling you right now,
It's literally 2.5 hours over that.
But not only that, it's really just more of a character drama, I felt like, and it pretty much is most of the time. And what I like about this part of the film is that the Eternals, yes, I know in most films that include gods, they may explore a bit of the human side of theirs, but not enough, I feel like. But in this one, they really were at times more human-like, I felt like. For example, when they were sad about something, they were sad. And sometimes they made mistakes themselves, and they're not truly almighty and powerful because sometimes when they reach over their limits, if and with their powers, they can accidentally cause very bad things.
Yeah.
And they take their mistakes and they learn from them.
Sorry, just I need to get in the camera again. All right.
Oh, yep, sorry. And also, but that's what I've liked about them. I thought they were very well done. Now, no offense to the Real Rejects. If you guys possibly one day see this, all I can say is, we're not trying to be mean, or but at least I kind of disagree. At least what you said with the Deviants, when they said they thought they were done pretty well. I don't know. I thought they were still another one of Marvel's pretty weak villains.
It's without going into too specific or anything, yeah. But also,
but they just weren't very interesting.
But also, what I wanted to say, we're probably going to have to wrap this up soon, because quick non-spoiler review. But what I wanted to say was, this is okay. If DC's watching, like very unlikely, but if DC's watching, if you want the balance of serious and a bit funny, then I feel like this is what DC was trying to do. Like they should look at Marvel's Eternals and be like, well, here's how we can handle the darker stuff and then the lighter stuff and all that stuff. You know?
Yeah. Speaking of as well, at times I almost felt like this was its own thing, not DC or Marvel. It felt
Mm.
like its own thing at the time. And no offense to Doug Walker as well. Of course we all have our own opinions, but he said that this film at times, at least the dialogue was kind of laugh out loud. But I don't know. I mean, I never thought about that. I thought, at least in a bad way, I thought it was pretty genius, honestly, or
Mm.
still very done very well at times. And I must say, the cinematography and the visuals, oh my god, they're stunning. And last but not least, the effects. There is maybe one scene where the effects, I will admit, do look a little bit fake, but for example, the Celestials and everything, and the cosmos and everything, it looked so damn real and at times very eye catching.
And one thing on theatre presentation, at the theatre we saw it at, not going to specify because, you know, privacy issues, obviously, if we specify. But anyway, with the cinema itself, the way that it actually letterboxed the movie rather than the screen either shrinking down to the exact shape or, you know, having a wider screen. I mean, they literally left the bars on the screen, and it's like that off black color that is just left there, and it's like, well, why would you do that?
Mm.
Why don't cinemas have proper presentation anymore? I've been seeing this more and more at some of the cinemas I go to, and I'm like, get your acts together, please. But anyway, that's more of a technical side note. Yeah.
On that still, yeah, I just thought it was really dang well done, and still the effects in general all looked pretty dang convincing. And the Celestials, though, I must say, I felt like actually they were done pretty well too. And Marvel as well, I'm glad they were true to their word as well. I didn't feel like a lot, obviously, but I felt like they explored quite a lot, quite a still fair amount of the Celestials, and I was at times I already am starting to get interested in them. I hope we get to see a bit more of them in the future.
Mm,
Anyway, there are two post-credit scenes, but we are not going to spoil those. We
mm.
should definitely not. All I can say is when you guys see it, I think you're gonna love it. You're gonna, um,
Just stick through all the credits, like until the screen's absolutely just off.
yeah, because there are two, by the way. Anyway, that was our review of the Eternals. On that, no offense to, of course, like I said before, but unlike the other critics, we see this film in a pretty dang good, unique way. Now, would I say this film's amazing? No, because it's still not that perfect, I must say. But would I say it's awful? No, not even close. I would rank this somewhere around, for example, things like Spider-Man: Far From Home, Homecoming, Ant-Man and the Wasp, the first Ant-Man, and a few others. But I'm that. I thought I'm the Cinema Stein, and this is,
Spike Greene
and
from the Film Geek Collective.
yep, and we'll see you all later. Bye.
Bye.